Thanks for joining us, Jordan, and congrats. We always look forward to good news these days in particular. It seems like there's not enough of that, but you've given us some. So super exciting for you to start your pro career. How did this come about? And just tell us about, how excited you must be to start this new chapter.
Yeah, so thank you, Jeff, for having me and for that. It kind of came through in the very beginning through an alumni of ours. So Keith West he played on my team when we won nationals 2 years ago, and he's one of our assistant coaches now, and he connected me with his agent. And then that was kind of back in like February time. So we're still playing and pretty busy with school. And I was getting some stuff together for that with video. And luckily we have access to a bunch of video through some of our the scouting stuff we use. So he put me in touch with his agent, and then we worked through kind of February and March getting stuff together to send to teams. And then COVID started to hit and things were looking a little bit I didn't want to get too hopeful about it, but he came back to me with this offer with Duren, which is a team that another alumni has played for, Irvin Brar and Blair Ban, and actually a few of our alumni. So kind of came out of nowhere and in the midst of a lot of craziness with COVID, but I'm really happy that it's going to work out.
Have you been to Germany before? I know you guys as a team traveled to Europe last year. You guys were in Italy, but personally, have you been there? Do you know much about the area, or will this be kind of new in every way for you?
Yeah. So yeah, you mentioned Italy was a super cool experience to be able to see like a little bit of the world. I've also been to Korea with the team, and that's the extent of my overseas traveling. So I've never been to Germany. I don't speak any German. But luckily I'm joined by another Canadian from McMaster University who also doesn't speak any German. So hopefully we'll be able to kind of figure things out together and get our feet under us. And then they all speak, all the teammates of mine speak English. So hopefully they'll be able to bring me up to speed with some stuff and orient me.
I guess if they're speaking German around you, they're probably making fun of you or something.
Yeah, they switch over to German. We've had a team meeting on Zoom, and it's mostly English, and then they'll start ripping off German, which is I just smile and nod and hope they're not talking about me.
So you'll be heading over there in, I guess, just a little over a month from now. What has the last few months been looking like for you? Obviously, it's been different for all of us, but I know that you kind of built from scratch. It looks like a pretty sweet home gym set up in your backyard. That must have taken up a lot of your time. What else has been keeping you busy?
Yeah. So you mentioned the gym we got. One of the things I loved at UBC was going to the varsity gym, and one thing about it is just like seeing people and being able to stay in touch, and that's definitely something I like to do over the summer. So I was bummed when talking to Tavis and everything was going to be closed. So I went on YouTube and looked for some stuff and found this kind of tutorial from like 5 years ago, and my dad came out and helped me build the first one, and then me and Zach and the guys here have been able to work out on that for the last 3 months, which has been incredible. And then kind of spun it into a little side business, but it's been really, really good the last few months. I think it's been a really fun time and one that I'll definitely look fondly on in the past years. And I've been really lucky to have some really good friends living with me here and a lot of people around who we can, kind of do whatever with because they're our household. For better or for worse. So we've been able to play kind of grass volleyball with those four or five people in our house and some board games. I mean, obviously playing a bunch of Call of Duty and stuff like that, but keeping busy. It's a busy house, but I think that's the way that I like it. And it's been really good to have everything happening and have these people around for the last bit of time before I go over and don't know anyone in Germany.
How would you sum up your time at UBC? I mean, national championship a couple of years ago. You were pretty prominent with the TAC, of course, as well. I'm sure you'll be looking back at all these things for the rest of your life. But what were maybe some of the most memorable things for you over the last 4 years?
Most memorable things. One of them is definitely that national championship. I was lucky to go to nationals twice, and that was an incredible experience. The first time I came fourth, but we got knocked out in the fifth set of the semifinal that year too. So we were really, really close to medaling. And that was just like an incredible group of athletes and competitors from top to bottom. Really cool team to be a part of. And I wouldn't be probably going to play pro if I hadn't been able to experience that with those guys. I mean, everything went, and like, this is such a recently graduated fifth year thing to say, but everything went so quick. I'm just lucky that I had like really good friends around me for the entire time. And whenever we were doing something with the team, like my team was super inclusive. So whenever someone's hanging out or having people over, the whole team's invited. And just those nights where we're like, whether it's just playing Catan or having a beer or whatever it was, like that time is so precious and so valuable to be able to just, have some really incredible friends that you spend so much time with. Being a part of the TAC, getting elected to the TAC was also a really, really cool experience. And being able to kind of give back and volunteer with them through the last like 2 years, and then as the vice president last year was super sweet. But yeah, it's crazy that it's all wrapped up now.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Jordan. Appreciate taking the time, and congrats again, and best of luck as you head over to Germany.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff.